It's in the game.
Michigan Broncos. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time.
Delay of game, offense.
That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game, offense.
The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. Trying to get the corner. Fighting off the defender. He never had a chance to get it to the edge, and first play of the game, and you're already behind the sticks. And the Golden Flashes with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Just masterful working that sideline and getting the toe down for the catch. Didn't take long to need a clutch play on the opening drive. It's 3rd and 7. Off the bootleg, looking to fire. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
And the defense gets...
Toss to the outside. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. To the air, it's Falk. He's got the back in the middle. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker. They'll snap it on first down from the 35. They'll toss it to the left. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
I like the idea of going toss to the field, but you got to have better blocking by your wide receivers out there on the perimeter. They didn't get it done, and as a...
Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say it's out of bounds, an incomplete pass. We've come to the break. It's Western Michigan on top. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second. They flipped into the field, and we're ready to play. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line.
22, water.
They'll move the wide receiver. Starts the drive trying to go up top. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection this time. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, they're trying to set up the screen pass to the running back, just nowhere to go after he caught the football. The defense completely swarmed around him, and that's a loss.
Unloads to the wideout. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down.
It's amazing to think just how...
Deep zone coverage here by the defense.
22.
They'll run the toss. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
If you want to test the physicality of a defense, get the toss play going. Get the outside run game working, because those DBs are going to have to find ways to fight off blocks, and you're going to find out just how badly these little guys want to put their face in the fan.
And they run the option, and that had no chance. And the QB, you could tell something was a little bit messed up, and he starts to run. It goes nowhere. The defense swarms him. That is the play that we don't want to run.
And they swarm him under. The Golden Flashes come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Running to Green. Looking to room at the 40. They believe in this running game, and he's out across the 40 to the 43 before going out of bounds. They've been running it, but now the pass. Got it in the middle. It's Hunter. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. To the air. It's Falk. Release to the back. Grab near the marker. It's Allen. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. This offense has it with really good field position.
Down.
They'll try to get the edge with the toss play here. Wrestled out of bounds. They'll mark him at the 7-yard line, and this offense is more than threatening. And the Golden Flashes have it with a 1st and goal. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Kent State.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21.
Let's go.
Trying to beat him to the left. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there, they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall down.
Tackle is made at the 25-yard line, and that'll bring up a 4th down.
It's got to feel good.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25.
Fly trumpet.
They're looking to get the edge with this one on the toss. What a nice job by the defense to string it out, not give him any kind of alley, and knock him down for a loss.
And this offense on 1st down, man, they go backwards. And they built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26. 4 punts already, and they've got to convert here to avoid a 5th. He stopped right at the 31-yard line. That's not enough for a 1st down. It'll be 4th. The Golden Flashes are backed up. They can feel the shadow of their own goalpost and trying to create some room. Turning it on. Touchdown, Golden Flashes. He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
I mean, let's go. That's a day's worth of yards right there on one carry. The home run hitter takes the snap, gets the football. He does the rest, shows off the speed, taking it 90-plus yards to the house.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line.
Here we go.
Scanning the field, it's Falk. Makes the grab, it's Allen. And defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47.
That is just what this offense needed, man. A big play down the field, trying to score a touchdown, trying to take the lead late in this football game, but now they don't have to go super fast. They don't have to rush. Great play by this offense.
Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47.
Here we go. Here we go.
They'll try to get outside. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
I love the play call by the offense here running the ball. The score is what it is right now. You don't have to panic. You don't have to throw it every single down. You don't have to go up tempo. Just run your stuff. Be balanced. Run the football. Make sure this defense stays honest.
Ready.
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
I love the play call running the football here in the fourth quarter because with the score what it is right now, everything is at your disposal on offense. You are not panicking. This isn't throw every single down, all of a sudden 2-minute air raid type stuff. You can run the ball. You can do all of your stuff, personnel, shifting, motioning. Just got to be very, very careful and absolutely cannot turn it over.
Timeout call by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7.
Banner. Ready.
Softened him up with a run. Now to throw. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. He might want another play. Back to pass, it's Falk. It's complete to the left. Touchdown, Kent State! They move on top here in the 4th.
What a great job by this offense. And listen, I judge offenses by what they do in the clutch, in those big moments and right before the half, in the 4th quarter, late in the game, just like right here. You need a score. You got to go take the lead. They do everything they can. Now, defense, you're up. I need you to get me a stop.
So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. Winning can become a habit. Now they've won back-to-back games and probably building a little confidence.
And you want it to be a habit. That's what you talk about as a coach week after week. Let's build. Let's create momentum and continue to build on it. And then you look up at the end of the season, you never know where you could be, what dreams you could bring to reality.
At the end of the day, I think good teams find ways to win games. And over these last 2 games, it hasn't always been easy. They've had to overcome some adversity, but at the end of the day, they were able to step up, make the plays necessary, and do that. Very, very impressive.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football. Three tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10.
Pace, 27, jump. Let's go.
On the ground, it's Allen. Fights off a defender. Keeps it moving for a 3-yard gain to the 24. All right, guys, let's think a little bit about Kent State. Really interesting matchup here. It's always fun when the top two teams in the conference get to square off in the regular season. With all the expansion, it's become a little bit of a rarity, hasn't it?
It has. Obviously, there's so many teams in each conference, but head-to-head still very much matters. So if you're sitting, obviously, at the top like these teams are, the head-to-head this day will really matter down the road.
Yeah, this was a game we circled way back in the preseason, expecting these two teams to be as good as they are, and now we get to find out who's the best in conference. Both these teams relishing this opportunity to show not only their opponent, but the rest of the conference who the top dog is.
They'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 25. Give to the running back. Tough sliding in there. Picks up a couple, but still needs 2 more on 4th down. They've got the big fellas out there. A 3 tight end look on 1st and 10.
Come on, set.
Let's go.
The give to the back. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Man, this defense is setting the tone early. 3 and out on the first drive, and on the first play, the second drive, they get a TFL. They are sending a very...
Oh, he's got some space. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the 1st down. And the Golden Flashes looking to take advantage of this red zone trip.
Ready, go.
Out of the gun, the inside give. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Now on 2nd down. The RPO, it's complete. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. We've reached the end of the first quarter, and it has been a defensive battle, and the stats tell the tale so far. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on 3rd down. Quarterback making checks. Dropping back, it's Falk. He caught it! Oh, and he thought he might be able to wiggle his way into the end zone, but they knock him down at the 3. The Golden Flashes backed up deep in their own end, trying to create a little space on 1st down. They're going back to the ground. Finds a little bit of room as he'll get 2 out to the 6.
And sticking to the run. I tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football. You can tell.
Wants to go up top. Pulls it in. It's Banks. Put it right on him. Sweet play. Good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the 1st down.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
They'll move the tight end. The give from the gun. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
You know, defensively, you live by the blitz and you die by the blitz. That time, they dialed it up into the run play, and the linebacker able to make a nice tackle.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10.
Military.
On the option. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the...
Set. Ready.
Looking for a man. It's Falk. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Trying to take it back. Touchdown, UMass. How about this defense taking one? They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive.
Here we go.
First play of the drive, wants to throw. Grab near the sticks. It's Allen. There he goes. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line.
And one of the things I love about this running back is his versatility. He's not just good running the football, but he can catch it as well, and he can make things happen with the ball in his hands. Nice job by the quarterback, getting through the progression, getting it out to his guy, and he does the rest, and that generates a huge...
Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Golden Flashes. That was a lightning-fast drive that ends with a touchdown.
If you can string a few more drives like that together, man, we might as well get our popcorn out because we're going to get a lot of score.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25.
Draw.
He wastes no time and comes out throwing. They get it up flush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. The defense coming up big there, and the sack is great, but the secondary deserves some credit too.
No doubt. When you can cover like that in the secondary and drop back in your zone and only rush a few, and you feel comfortable getting home, and they're going to get to the quarterback, that is a great feeling, and that's fun to be a defensive coordinator calling the plays.
They come to the line, facing 3rd and long from the 25. Dropping back, it's Falk. Finds the tight end. They make the stop at the 26, and let's see if they bring out the punt team.
Brass. Ready.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking for room. It's Allen. Only a couple there, and now staring at 3rd and 8.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep...
Three tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10.
Here we go.
The option look. Quick toss. It's runs like that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35. And the Golden Flashes have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. Got it in the middle, it's Allen. To the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? 2nd down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon. You got to find him in the pass.
And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
How about the job by this defense today? They knew what they were getting into. A really good running back. We talked to him this week. It was the main focus point of this offense. Stopping the run game, stopping the run game. boy, have they showed up and showed out and answered that challenge.
A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. The golden flashes are flying down the field. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you could tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much, got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
Trumpet. Hey, blitz.
Looking to throw, it's Falk. Fires to the big fella. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And this offense just hasn't found a way to kind of open it up. Like, they haven't found those explosive plays. It feels like the defense is kind of strangling them and staying really close to the line of scrimmage because of their lack of their big play ability over the top. This offense has to dial something up.
When you talk about versatility at the running back spot,
Trying to start the drive with a pass. Grabbed in the middle, it's Allen.
A lot of times late in games, you see this by defenses. They're going to drop back, and they're going to take away all the deep stuff, trying to take away all the passing lanes. Nice job getting to your running back, letting him get positive yards, and then let's get up to the ball quick.
Makes the grab, and it's enough for the first down before he's dragged to the ground.
I'll tell you, that's a gut punch, too, if you're on defense there, because you thought you had the sack. You thought you had the perfect play call. You blitz, you got a guy running clean at the quarterback, and just as you get there, he gets rid of it, finds a completion, and picks up a fresh set of downs.
From the gun, running back gets the give. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
And this offense doesn't have very many runs left in them. They try to sneak in the run. Nice job by the defense making the tackle. But they've got to try to maximize their time, maximize their plays to try to get some points on the board.
Across to 15.
Every possession later in the game means so much more. You start getting in the fourth quarter, one possession games, QB drops back and makes these first downs. These extra set of downs now become so much more important late in these ball games.
He's going to lose a yard on that one. The offense will use a timeout with 25 seconds left. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Wants to throw. It's Falk. Get it out on the screen. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Timeout called by the offense. We have 18 seconds. We'll get it started here in overtime.
Set, ready.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts.
Hold on.
They'll run it from the gun. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
And you see him consistently sticking with the run, staying balanced. As you get closer to the goal line, you're thinking the field starts to shrink now. Do I have a jump ball wide receiver out wide I can throw the football to? How am I going to find that extra space and take care of the football while doing it?